Good morning, gang. Happy Friday morning. As it's, go figure, pouring rain in Tennessee. Never get anything done outside in this weight. Before I start today, real quick, I know there's a lot of people that are new to the channel, and I just want to tell everybody I am not on Instagram, I'm not on Telegram, Pentagram, Microgram, Milligram, anything, okay? No WhatsApp, no Facebook, no nothing. If you see any comments below one of your comments in the videos that portends to be me, it ain't, okay? Do not text these people, do not whatever. I'm never going to ask you to text me on something. The only way I am ever going to ask you to contact me is via email, period. You know, we give away plenty of prizes and stuff like that on the channel here. There are no short lists. There's nothing like that. You didn't win anything. If you say, I've got information from you, like I was asking about solar the other day, my response is, please email me. It's the only way, okay? The rest of them are these dirtbag scumball scammers from Pakistan and India, okay? You know, the only thing they don't deserve your text, they deserve a 9mm. Okay, that's about it. So, all right. So, into what I want to talk about. You remember the term Sunday best? Ask anybody who's probably under the age of 40 and they probably don't even know what it means. Okay. I go back to when I was a kid, and before the school year, every year, we'd go shopping for school clothes. Most of the time because I grew, because that never seemed to stop. But during the school year, it was real simple. You put on your school clothes to go to school, and then when I came home, I was to change clothes into old ratty clothes to go out and play with, because like typical boy, I was playing football or baseball or tearing up pants or getting muddy or paint or whatever. So, you know, even if you went to dinner, I mean, and just something simple like going to a big boy or something, mom and dad would be, go put your school clothes back on. We had a little bit of sense of respect, not only for ourselves, but for the others around us. You know, you go now and walk into church on Sunday, and there's people in there in t-shirts and blue jeans. Okay. Now, I understand if some people financially, that's their Sunday best. I get this. But a lot of the rest of them are like, well, dirty clothes, who cares? I'm only going to church, or I'm only going to a restaurant, or I'm only going to a wedding, you know. Hey, let's look at Zelensky's speech in front of Congress here a few weeks back. You know, his wife could go out and spend $40,000 on a 15-minute shopping spree. Couldn't find time to buy a shirt and tie, you know, so you get him showing up in a sweater and khaki pants or whatever it is to address Congress. All right. This is what is being forced down our throats. I understand we've become much more of a relaxed society, if you will. All right. I remember start of my career, you know, and I'm not talking about Wall Street, okay? I'm talking about working in an office in Schaumburg, Illinois, okay? When I was working as a bill collector, just on phone, tax collector, on the phone, all right? It was shirt and tie. I remember the beginning of my, I can't even say the beginning, my entire recruiting career when I had to go to an office. It was shirt and tie. Even if I never had any contact with the outside world, okay, I mean, wasn't meeting somebody face to face, it was all phone work, it was shirt and tie. You had respect for the people in the office that you were with. You had respect for yourself. You know, you portrayed a professional attitude. You take a look at what Hershey's came out with yesterday. Now, in a couple of days, what is it, 5 days from now, March 8th, is International Women's Day. I know it's not something that is very prominent in the United States, but around Europe at least it is. Okay. International Women's Day. Hershey's decides to put a transgender person, a guy who's playing dressing as a woman with a nose ring and all this sort of, as their advertisement for International Women's Day. So this is what we've come to. This is what society, this is what governments want us to treat women like second-class citizens. I thought we got past that 100 years ago, okay, the suffrage movement or anything like that. Women were treated as equals. We get all this crap in the media about, that's racist, this is racist, blah, blah, blah. I don't care how you slice it, all right? I'll give you an example, okay? And just white guy talking to a black guy. Oh, that's racist because the white guy's talking down to the black guy. Black guy talking to a white guy. Oh, that's racist, blah, 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 blah. Black guy talking to a black guy. Oh, that's racist. White guy talking to a white guy. Oh, that's racist. It's like, whatever you do, this is what's being forced upon us, guys. I want you to understand this. And this is all by design. It is to separate us, because, you've all heard the term, there's strength in numbers, right? If we separate the men from the women, the blacks from the whites, from the Hispanics, from the Asians, from, whatever, from Martians, okay? Separate, we are weak. Strong, together we are strong. And that is the biggest fear that all these globalists have. They know they are vastly outnumbered. They know in any sort of battle, they will get utterly destroyed. So what they need to do is divide and conquer. You guys have heard that. Okay? We need, as the public, to come together, to not fall for the carrot and stick approach they are taking with, oh, we'll give you this, or oh, we'll give you this, because all that's trying to do is divide. Take a look at all this reparations crap, okay? Going on in San Francisco, for example. We want to give $5 million to everybody who can prove slavery ancestry. All right, that was 160 freaking years ago. End of story. Sorry, you weren't a slave. And 40 acres and a mule was reparations back at the point. You and your families have had plenty of time to improve your lot in life, like a lot of other people, okay? Yes, there are some people that are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Most of us, no, okay? Most of us had to work for where we are. And so we do. But they try to divide, try to make, oh, all your problems are because of that group. The reason that the black community is poor, not all of it, but you know what I'm saying, the inner city, okay, is poor. Oh, that's all whitey's fault. Oh, the reason women don't have equal pay, that's all men's fault. This is all pushed on us to divide us. We need, as people, to come together. In an SHTF situation, okay, and I don't care what it is, if the world economy collapses, if Russia decides that nuclear war is the reason, are you really going to go, well, that person over there has a can of beans that they're willing to trade me, but they're a different race than me, or they're a different gender than me, one of two that exist, okay? Are you going to say, nah, I'm not going to do it? Oh, gee, you're adding people to your mag. Well, you know what? They're Irish. I don't think I want to deal with the Irish. Or they're Polish. I don't want to deal with the Poles. Is that going to come to mind? You're going to be like, Are you an able body with skills? Okay. Can we have a mutually acceptable arrangement of whatever, skills for food or security or whatever would be? This is what we need to fight against. This is what they are using to tear down the world so they can build back better. Okay. What's their idea of better? Their better is we're a bunch of plebes, okay, peons, serfs, slaves, whatever you want to call it, and they're all in their ivory tower. That's better. For whom? That's better for them. When we go from upper class, middle class, lower class, or whatever you want to call it, poor, okay, and we go to upper class and poor, that's their idea of building back better. That's not mine. My idea of building something is bringing people up from the poor class to the middle class. That's how you do it. Screw them. Okay? Period. I don't care. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, George Soros, Jeff Bezos, pick one of them. All right? They put their pants on just like I do. The fact that they've got a whole bunch of money behind them doesn't mean squat. Okay? One little projectile ends their supremacy. Let's just put it that way. So they're no better than you or me. They put their pants on, one leg at a time, as we've all said. But remember this, funny one. We just came out of Black History Month, right? February just ended. There was some NBA player who was bitching that, Black History Month should be abolished because they gave us the shortest month of the year. Somebody want to remind me when is White History Month or Asian History Month or Hispanic History Month? We don't have those, okay? So, yeah, we need to stop the division. We need to start working together. What we, the people, need to do, all of us, and we need to spread this word as fast as possible, we need to start ignoring the elite class. And we need to have our own community rule, okay? Not like this. There's some school board member in Arizona yesterday who said that she does not want them to hire any teacher who has Christian values. Why? Because she's 86 different, a transgender, LGBTQ, Hispanic, yada. I identify as, let me read a paragraph, okay, rather than I identify as Joe Smith, human being. That's what we need to get to, where we start ignoring the divisive, class-based, race-based, gender-based society. I don't care if you identify as a cat. I'm not going to refer to you as feline, okay? I don't care if you wear a dress. I'm still going to refer to you as he, him, period, okay? I don't care. There are two genders. That is it. You are a human being, and you either male or female, and your chromosomes determine that. That's it. Okay. But think about that, guys. With all the divisiveness that they are trying to bestow upon us, to force upon us, we need to be the stronger ones and stand up and go, no, you're the elites. Your hatred, your weakness, your hatred of everything is not, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to continue to work my life, loving my fellow man, respecting my fellow man, admiring the fact that we have differences, and learn from them rather than be force-fed whatever you want to tell me is right. Because what you think is right, Mr. Politician, Mr. Elite, I know is wrong. And why do I know it's wrong? Because there's a little black book that sits on my nightstand that tells me everything that you are trying to force upon us is wrong. Pinball out.